Hello, hello, everybody. This day is the second stream for Elite Dangerous. We're gonna continue our story as Commander Impy Bree, and we are aiming to continue to push Ro Capricorni's influence across the galaxy, or the Bubble Galaxy. I don't know how to describe that, but let's see what happens. We'll get some gameplay experience. It's going to be about a 2-hour session tonight. We're going to be doing mostly we're gonna probably go till about 11:30. Depending on what's going on, we might push it a little further, but the aim is to probably be done right around 11:30. So look forward to that, and let's get into it. See what's going on. Let me switch on over to our thing. I saw that I did recently get a new viewer, Pops Real. I appreciate the follow, and I hope to entertain. See, what am I looking for? All right. Okay, I just want to make sure we're still streaming and all that jazz. Now we are switching on into gameplay mode. As you can see, I've now also created a nice little chat box up there in the top right. I might need to move that around. It's intended to just kind of allow you all who might be in the game or who might be watching the experience to just kind of chat and have a good time between each other while you all watch me fail across the galaxy. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and start up. It's going on 9:30, and let us begin. I'll go back into solo play for now, and we're gonna hang out in the solo play. That might change a little bit later on, depending on some other circumstances. We'll see what happens. But for now, we're gonna just kind of play in solo play. And we will go, and like I said, I think today I want to try and do maybe some assassination missions. I'm not sure how many will be available because with the BGS in Elite Dangerous, obviously, missions come and go. So, like, there just may not be an assassination mission available. Oh, that's a bright flash. All right, ladies and gents, welcome to my home base. I still haven't quite made the move yet. I might do that sometime at the end of this. I'm going to be transitioning potentially to the original Ro Capricorni station to make that my more base of operations, just because it has access to a few things like a ship station and all that. Well, let's go see what we got. All right. Assassinations. What do we got? We got anything? Assassinations can be kind of hard. I've done a couple of them, and it's really dependent on just where somebody is sitting. So I think those are usually under infiltration. Let me go ahead and set my... Nope. Alright. So nothing there. Oh, there's combat maybe? What we got? Oh yeah, clean assassination. Sherry George. Professional assassination. Eliminate Freddie Swanson. And then eliminate Carl Peters. Alright, and they're all in the Iraluchi. So apparently our good buddies Ro Capricorni are kind of having a problem with the Iralucian clan, or the Iralucian station system. Whew, so many S words. So we might go ahead. Let's start with a couple of basic assassinations. Then we might do some of these more takedowns. I'm still a little hesitant on doing takedowns because not well versed in combat, direct combat, I should say. I could do it, but I've not had great experiences with the results. Sometimes I've had to go back to several mission state places multiple times over. I got arrested a couple times. So it's more or less we'll have to figure out what's going to happen. So we're pushing influence right now because as you see I have reputation pretty high. So let's see what we can get. We can get a 323,000 credit payout for this one. Influence. There's a couple of like 2 pip influences. Settlement defense plans. I wonder if that could be. I wonder what I could do with that. That'd be share. Oh, okay. So our target faction is the aristocrats of Yalwell. If y'all remember the last time we were on here, the Yalwell was one of those that Ro Capricorni has been trying to undermine and or clean out because they're kind of getting in the way of the boss man. and his influence. It's kind of funny. It's like empire on empire conflict. Okay, so this is a threat level 4. However, it is an assassination, so that just means potentially with this elimination... Oh, this is an elimination. It's not an assassination. So this one, I think I'd done one of these, and one of these missions actually involved the person was on the station, but they like already started with their shield up, and I was kind of annoyed by that. I was like, well, that's kind of wrong that you're already in defensive mode. So I think we're just going to stick with these assassinations for now. So we got Sherry George and Carl Peters. Irula Chan 2. So that means it's the second planet. The second scanned planet, I guess, would be the word. Travel to the hydroponics estate. Okay. We have to complete this without any casualties. Dealing lethal damage will nullify the contract. Well, that's kind of weird. How are you supposed to do an assassination if you... Oh, because it's a clean assassination. I think they just... What it means is they don't want you to have any other casualties. I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this on. So we're going to accept this mission because it's going to get us 300 something. We're going to get some settlement defenses. I don't need really influence, but... Oh, I guess that is an assassination. Okay. I thought, because it just said eliminate. So this is an assassination. The McDarsh Biological Expedition. We're looking at 330,000. Huge reputation boost if I need a reputation. However, I can get combat performance. I'm not sure what that does in tandem with my character leveling up, but that can get us 240 some credits, 240,000 some credits, and then also get some combat performance stuff. So we'll do that. And oh, I think the other assassination got cleared. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is a big one. Yeah, well, this is a threat level 5. But it's also an assassination. So if we can go in quickly and quietly, we could probably get it taken care of. But it's going to be a tough one because it's a level 5, and level 5 missions can be quite dangerous. At least for me. So we're going to go do some assassinations, folks. Gotta do my job as a proper infiltration and assassination expert. I want to make my own order of assassins. Alright. Run out here. And then we will pop in the Cobra Mark III. I'm still flying it, unfortunately. But, you know, credits are hard to come by, man. Alright, let's pull out my HOTAS. HOTAS ready to go. And make sure I'm not, like, breaking nothing. So, let's see. Starport services. Do we need anything? Do I have any universal cartographies that can be sold? Nope. Okay. In that case, let's use our HOTAS. And let's go assassinate. Let's go. You're auto-launching. I will say, Pop's real. You scared the piss out of me. I had OBS running, and I didn't realize it was checking the data on my Twitch account. And so I was sitting here setting stuff up, and then suddenly had a loud message came through, and I was like, oh my god, what was that? And it scared the piss out of me. Flight alert. What? George Tremaine is aware that they are a target. If they believe they're in immediate danger, whether from you or anyone else, they're likely to try and flee. Make sure you take them out before that happens. Okay, that's a new thing. I've never actually experienced that before. Alright. So we are going to head to the Aralucha station, or the Aralucha system. This was the one in Yawell. It's Araluchan, Araluchan, Araluchan. Okay, so they're all there. Okay. So we're gonna go to the smaller threat level ones first. We'll do this one. So we need to find the Mikdarsh Biological Expedition. So, whoa. Why is that one over there? What is the mission statement on that? Oh, okay. So apparently he's not in the Araluchan system. He's just... Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. All right. But we're going to go over here to the Araluchan system for now. We got 2 missions. Carl Peters and Sherry George. Wow, what are you doing? What are you doing, system? Hey, what is going on here? I know I'm not touching this thing that bad. Come on now. What is happening here? This is not supposed to be going on. Button's weird. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. My HOTOS is acting weird. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's go figure out which one was which. Carl Peters was in the Mikdarsh. So to do that, we need to go over here and then go to the galaxy map. Go to the Araluch system. And then we're going to go down to the system station, or the system... Hey, thank you. Alright, so... Okay, so one of them's there, and the other one's over there. And let's go to the planet side view. Yep, there's the planetary map. There we go, there's our target. Oh, that's the hydroponic estate. So that's the other one. George... Oh, no, not George. That one is... Which one is that one? That one is Sherry. So we're going to be... Oh, so it is George. So we're going to be hunting down Sherry over here. What is this? Tanner base. Why is that marked as a... I don't know. Weird. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, let's fly, baby. This way. So I've been thinking about exactly what I'm trying to do for this game, and I've already mentioned before that... drive charging. Oh, I guess I gotta put this. Frameshift drive charging. I've already mentioned that I wanted to try and create eventually my own personal player faction that is built around the idea of a League of Assassins that could eventually maybe do stuff against players. The problem with that is that most of the time players are kind of in spaceships, and so I'm not sure how much I can do on that front. I could still run these kinds of missions and then just have a team of people that do these kinds of missions. But yeah, I'm a little confused. Where's my... I didn't have my marker locked. I told you to lock my marker. Let's just super cruise for now. And we have to align. Oh, what's this way? Screen, so I don't knocking my screen in. I aligned the wrong direction. Whoops. Oh well. But anyway, I want to build my own League of Assassins and or spy operative team. And I've been kind of putzing around with the idea, I think I want to make it so that it's almost episodic. Since I want to do that roleplay side of things, I want to make it a little bit episodic in the sense that, if I can get a group of people that would play with me and, focus on pushing influences like the Rogue Capricorni influence, then, we could take on multiple missions that would push that agenda and then help each other based on, the necessary timelines, expiration timelines of the missions themselves that we get. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this way just so we can have a nice little side view of the planet. And So that's kind of what I'm thinking about, trying to figure out how I want to handle that. And sorry, I gotta focus here, trying to get a good alignment. Okay, so we're almost at a good alignment, so we're gonna go ahead and start by disabling the auto cruise assist. And we're gonna go ahead and go in. Line her up. And then give her a flip. It's gonna be dark, folks. But that's where we work best, is in the shadows. Wahahaha. Probably a little far out, so it's probably gonna take a lot of flight time to get there. Actually, let's do this. Let's ride the gravity well for a little bit. That'll get us a lot closer to our destination. Alright, there we go. I think I flew a little too far. Ah! Where's it at? There it is. Oh yeah, we really rode the gravity well too hard. Woohoo! Let's spin around like a crazy person. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get to about a 7-second drop. That way we're closer to it. 14. 13. 12. Maybe we can get in before we hit the dropout. No, maybe not. It's going to be a little tight. So we're going to have a bit of a travel to get to the actual station. So we're back to 14. There we go. Hitting drop. Now we just got to stay in the blue. Now, because we're doing an assassination, we don't actually want to land directly in the pad of the station. Come on. Gravity's kind of kicking my ship around a little bit. We want to actually land somewhere outside of the station, roughly about 1 kilometer away. Okay. Woo! Alright. Or 500 meters. That'll do. We can do about a 500 meter. Slow down, ship. Shit. Alright. So now we need to drop our landing gear. And kind of need to just coast around a little bit. See what we can find. A good anchor point. So that's a drone that we don't want to deal with. So we're going to kind of coast a little bit around this side, I think. And then we're going to... Whoop! I just ran into the ground. Look at me. I'm a totally great pilot. So great. Alright. I'd like to see where I'm at, but... How far? Where's my... It doesn't say. Alright, well, we'll just have to land here. Oh, I really hate these stupid AI stream connections. Go away. I do not want no AI robots. Ban. Freaking annoying. Sorry about that, guys. Right, I need to press this button. I'm playing now, and I'm streaming. That's the button I'm needing. So we're going to switch to my loadout, and I'm going to switch to my salvage team, or my salvage suit. Mostly because we've got the arc cutter. And we're going to use that as a means to maybe, if we have to, break into some spots. Alright. So here we are. Station's out here. Unsafe temperatures of 404 Kelvin. Nice. Getting ourselves a nice little cook-in. So right now we have a status clean. Let's try and keep it that way, buddy. Okay, so there's somebody standing there. Let's see if I can get close enough. Oh, there we go. Scan him! Scan him before he gets away! There he goes. Oh, shit! That's the person I need to kill! Okay! Well, that's easy. Alright. So we're gonna have to follow this character's path a little bit. Do a little bit of, reconnaissance. we're gonna go inside the habit so I can actually put a lock on them. But we also need to track all the other NPCs around here so that maybe we can keep ourselves from being spotted when we do have to make the final kill. We got, oh, there's a person right there. Abel Simmons. Julio Huber. Okay. Oh, there's somebody there. That's Devin Morales. Okay. So what we're doing is we're going to this hab over here. Because this hab has a 0 security state, and I'm clean, so everybody's okay. They're not going to get mad at me. But I can go into this spot, and I can look at the computer. And I can actually put my target as a tracking target from this computer. So we go to the staff, and then we would say we need Sherry. Sherry George. Where are you at, Sherry? Okay, so there's Sherry George. So now, oh shoot, she's only a level 1 security. That's not bad. All right, so that's that. Next we can ammunition. We hopefully, if we do this right, we shouldn't need ammunition. If I can do this right, and I can take care of this target without being seen or them being seen.
Hold on, Commander.
Oh no, he's gonna scan me.
Scan detected.
I feel so exposed.
Good. You're clear.
I knew I was cleared. We're gonna come over here. Make sure that we keep keep everybody under house. Because as we scan them, you'll notice in the top left corner. Oh, interesting. Environmental regulation. Yeah. But you'll notice that as we scan the units, they'll actually be added as blips on the mini-map. Which I kind of like. Hey, child, stop. No, you're not going to be bouncing back and forth like that. You know what's going on. I've told you what's going on. So, sorry. Children are being children. But anyway, we scan those people, and what happens is they end up on the blip. As you can see, I got a little blip from Sherry here. Ah, and I didn't have enough boost. Didn't have enough boost. This gravity's a little higher than I expected. And we did it again. Ah! Okay. We're gonna have to go a different way. So there's Sherry. I don't know if there's anybody else over here, so we might actually have a pretty simple kill. Hello, Sherry. Don't mind me, Sherry. So now she's coming up the stairs. Theoretically, what we could do is, as she's coming up the stairs, we crouch down, switch to this unit, and then, well, actually, we don't want to do that yet. We want to see which way she's facing. Okay, so when she comes up to the top, she looks over the edge. Good to know, good to know. This gives us an ability to come from around this edge to get her from there. So we're just going to hang out. Go look around, pretend like we're doing something. Not that they actually care. There's some stuff in there. Probably won't worry too much about this, just due to the nature of this mission. We need to assassinate and then get out. So, I hear another person walking around, but I can't. Okay, so I guess it's just her. Thing. Yep, that's what it feels like. Okay. So we're going for the kill.
Mission status updated.
And there we go. Sorry, Miss Sherry. I thought I heard like somebody else running up on me. I was like, what the hell? Do not critically injure settlement personnel. So we only had to take out the one target. Oh, I guess y'all probably want to see, huh? I didn't realize how dark it was on the view. All right. Come up in here. And then we're gonna board our ship, and then all we have to do is just leave the settlement, and nobody find the body, and we should be good. So we're gonna go like that, like that, like that. I do technically have lights on this ship. I just don't have them rigged to a button. Yeah, there they are. There we go. That make y'all feel better now. You can actually see. So now we're just gonna fly. We're gonna lift our land. Oops, that's not what I want. Lift our landing gear. It's a very dark environment. Of course, I guess we are on the dark side of the planet. And we're gonna go up and initiate flight. Or initiate jump. So there you go. The mission is completed. Did not critically hurt anybody. Except for the one person I needed to critically hurt. And now we're gonna get out of here, and this mission will be completed.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Cool. Now let's go ahead and turn off spaceship lights, because they don't work in space. Did you know that? Lights in space. When you don't have anything you can reflect off of, it's kind of pointless. Alright, so we're flying, flying, flying. Now, theoretically, we still have a couple more missions to take, or we have one more mission out here. So once we get to ourselves to a nice safe distance, are we away from... Nope, we're not away from planet side yet. So you can see in the bottom there, that red means that we're still in the gravity well of the planet. And we don't want to be that. Oh, that's not what we want either. I mean, we could gravity well ride if we wanted, but we're trying... That's what we want, 90. That's what I was looking for. It essentially allows us to fly straight up off of the gravity well of the planet. And then once we get further away, we can actually start aligning ourselves to a... that's not what I want. Alright, well. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. They're interdicting. First time I've had to deal with an interdiction in a while. Alright, alright. Well, this is not the greatest experience. Haven't had to do this very often. Ah! Come on, turn blue, turn blue! Let's keep these guys from snatching us up! Okay, we made it! Woohoo! Now let's get the hell out of here so they don't fucking try and scoop us up again. Alright, that was a close situation. That was probably a security that was trying to interdict me, because I am now classified, as you can see in the bottom right corner, I am classified as wanted. Which is always fun. I think we're going to try and use the gravity well. This gravity well here. Where is that? Where'd the planet go? There was a gravity well, or a moon. One of the two. Oh, there it is. I'm going to try and whip around the gravity well here and get away from... Oh, nope, there's a planet over there. I will find it eventually. Oh, that's probably the planet I just left. Okay, well, anyway. I think we're okay. So now we're going to go set our next target. Now, here's the problem. Because we are classified as being wanted, we can't exactly go to another station and get scanned. That is the biggest issue with this situation. They could scan us and they'd be like, hey, you killed somebody. This is something we discovered last time. Just because you have a bounty, you know, they magically know that you killed somebody and or whatever, like, even though nobody saw me actually do it. So it's one of the downsides of this system. So what we need to do is go to the system station, and we need to fly over this way. Oh, that's what I need. Go to the planet. All right. Oh, this would be right in the daylight. And is this... It's also, yeah, well, so yeah, we'd be classified as wanted there. So we might have to wait on this mission. We'll go turn in the first assassination, and then we can wait a little bit of time because the game has a notoriety state where when you do kill something, a notoriety countdown is implemented. And when you have that notoriety countdown implemented, you can't clear your bounties until that is cleared. So we have to be a little more cautious with our flights. I probably shouldn't have taken multiple assassinations in the same system or same people, but that's all right. You live and you learn. So what we're going to do is instead, we'll wait to take care of this target. We're going to go back to our station and turn in our assassination contract. As soon as I find the actual... There it is. So we're going to engage and yeah, engage and hyperdrive. Fly with me. Oh God, my face. But yeah. So we'll have to go maybe look into another target route. Pick up another mission because we should have plenty of time. Like most of these missions are often about 9 or 6 to 9 hours. Yeah, see this one is this one's about 6 hours to complete. Oh, actually she was the one that you could do in a day in 6 hours. Oh well. Then Carl is in 6 hours. So we have plenty of time, especially since this is a 2-hour stream. We have plenty of time to come back and probably clean our name per kill and still be able to get in where we need to go. There we go. Do that. Align. 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 Thank you. I don't know why it's flying directly near the planet like that. Oh shit, in another interdiction! Fuck, what the hell's going on? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Woo! Why are there so many interdictions? Something's happening. I have a feeling I'm being tracked by somebody, and they're now making my life a bit of a struggle. There we go. Woo! Damn, that's the second one. I haven't had that many interdictions in a gameplay in a while. I think the most I've had has been one, and that was like 4 or 5 game sessions ago. You gotta remember I was off for about a week while I was playing this, so yeah, that happened. I wonder. I don't want to take a chance and it be something that's gonna screw me over. So how's everybody out doing out there? Y'all having a good time? Send a little message. Please call me pretty. I need to feel it. Alright. So we're gonna go back here. Hopefully I can... I don't know why I'm being interdicted here. Because I have maximum reputation with this faction that is in the system. Unless there's suddenly a pirate raid that's happening. I need to take a look about that. Maybe there's something going on. Or like I said, maybe I got a visitor that's trying to torment me. Of course I shouldn't have, because I'm in solo play, so I'm not sure how that works. Today's crew includes some delightful views. Our flight attendants are on hand with full details. Do 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 do. Flying, flying, flying. We keep on going, flying. Oh, why am I like? Oh, I see what was going on. Okay. Right. But no. Anyway, I've gone online and I've looked around and I didn't see, and I, you know, maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. But I was looking to see if there was other people that are playing Elite Dangerous that are specifically focused on the same kind of gameplay experience that I'm doing, where we're like pushing the BGS minor factions and influence. And like I heard that they're out there, but I've never actually seen anybody doing that. Most of the time when I see gameplay online for this game, a lot of people are just doing exploration stuff, or they're dogfighting, or they're trying out the operations stuff where it's like, you know, set up like almost like a PvP combat scenario, whether it's on a settlement or if it's in, you know, space. And so I've been trying to just like, I want to find a place, but I want to make sure that what I do with this stream kind of sticks to the vibes that I want to experience. And yeah, so I'm just having a hard time trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. From what I understand, the method of which I am playing this is kind of a bit of a rare play style. Apparently not a lot of people play in this play style. But I think that's the most payoff for this, because the most payoff with the system, with the BGS, the minor factions everywhere within the bubble, and it just seems a little silly that you wouldn't have people teaming up to like do these really cool narrative stories involving a minor faction, like serving as whatever means. And so, yeah, like I said, I looked it up, and a lot of the stuff said that it was kind of a rare. The style I'm playing is kind of rare to the grand collection of players. I want to do exploration, I do, but with the fact that Frontier has kind of like the thumb on the pulse of the gameplay experience and like what you can discover and all that jazz, that kind of makes me less willing to jump out and fly into random space. Sure, I can get a name on a planet, I can collect bio or exobiology, but it's just credits. And that's not the kind of gameplay experience I'm aiming for. I want something that feels roleplay, can be almost lined up in a bit of a small episodic experience. And so that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's go landing. Docking requests.
Docking request granted.
Alright. And then I'm gonna go back over here and disable this spur. Oh no, it's already there, okay. Oh, I need to look at the codex. I never actually did that. One of our viewers from last session, they talked about the codex and like looking, because I was talking about like the Guardian stuff that's going on, and then there's also the Theragoid stuff going on, and they were saying that it was all within the codex, but like I've not really explored the codex because that's a lot of information in there, and I thought it was more just like a glossary of details and not actually like, you know, motivational drive. So we're gonna have to go in because we have to turn this mission in at the inner station. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, let's disembark. Who knows? Maybe because we did such a quiet job, we might actually be able to clear our notoriety a little faster.
Magnetic contact active.
At least that's the hope. Because I know that there was a couple times that I did the notoriety clearance or the bounty clearance, and it was almost instantaneously when I could go do it. But there were other times where it was just like long periods of like an hour or so before I could even mess with clearing my bounty. Now, granted, that time was when I cleared out an entire settlement because I was angry at it, but, you know. And I also died multiple times, which also increased my bounty because I had to go back in and kill multiple targets again. Alright, so we got this. I think I'll take the 233. Hey, I'm breaking 7 million! Woo-woo! Broke 7 million credits! Sweet. Oh, we're at 54% influence. Nice. Okay, let's go check the Interstellar Factor contacts. Who knows? Maybe they'll actually let me clear it. Ah, what do you know? They'll let me clear it. I guess because I did it so quietly, they're like, yeah, no, you didn't. Nobody saw you doing it. They just know that somebody was dead. So maybe that's where the payoff is. So we can go back there and do that other assassination mission and get a little bit more money. Okay, let's work this way. Okay. Bode. Auto launch. Now let's see if we can avoid being interdicted again. Landing gear retracted. Engines engaged. So it does look like I need to move the chat menu down a little bit. So I might do that real quick while I'm waiting for this auto launch to finish. We're gonna go ahead and move this. Maybe. I can figure out how to move it. Alright, let's transition. Transform? No. We just want to move it. Stop. Edit transform, that's what we're looking for. So let's kind of keep that. There we go. I think if we do that, we do roughly about 4 or 2, maybe 290 and 2 or 420. Yeah, we can do that. There we go. Now you can actually see like the information and the timestamp and all that jazz. Cool. We'll do that. And jump back in here. Okay. So now we're gonna go. Apparently still have a bounty in Yawell. How do I still have a bounty in Yawell? Bounty should be cleared by now. They're not. Oh, it was the Eruchin. Okay. That's weird. Bounties mark you as wanted within the jurisdiction of the bounty. High bounties can upgrade to an interstellar bounty, meaning you will be wanted within any jurisdiction. To clean a bounty, you must hand yourself via. Okay. Bounties can also be paid off at the Interstellar Factor, which I thought I did, provided that your notoriety is 0. Well, maybe that's what it is. So actually, let's go back to the. Let's go back real quick, because I may need to use the space station version of that. Thought I did it, but it's okay.
We have a ruptured power manifold in central engineering.
So let's fly away with me. And go land back here real quick, because I might actually need to fix or do the bounty thing clearing through the space station services. Oops, wrong button.
Docking request granted.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to leave already. There was something else I needed to do.
We have a malfunction with sanitation on deck Alpha Zero.
Oh no.
Respond.
We have a sanitation outbreak. Somebody clean the plumbing! Someone needs to control their pet Morlock. Keeps pooping through the hallways, dang it. Oh. Slowly, slowly, slowly. The ship is slowly moving. There it goes. Finally, shit.
Landing gear deployed.
Can you imagine that concept in a space situation? If you have a gas breakout, you have to somehow repipe that space's atmosphere into,
Engines disengaged.
or to expel it from the station. Isn't that crazy? That's a wild concept. Of course, I'm sure, like, probably submarines have the same kind of vibe. They probably have a similar system. But it's just interesting. Context. Interstellar factor. Maybe that's what it is. No? It says I got cleared. That's weird. Interstellar factor? What about you? Nope. Nothing. Huh. That's very interesting. Search and rescue content. I don't think I have anything for search and rescue. Yeah, no. Demohurst. Begin a new claim. I will claim this planetless galaxy for myself. Ha 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 ha. I'll have 2 sons and they will be mine. And only mine. Wah wah wah. Alright, well I guess the bounty's still there. I'm not sure how to clear that thing. I paid the interstellar factor, but maybe it's only in Yalwell because that guy knows that that he is a target.
Engines engaged.
So maybe that's what it means. Let me go check Iruluchan. Or Iruluchan or whatever it's called. Because Yalwell is the one that's marked as the bounty. Oh yeah, okay, so that's what it is. So because that guy knows that he's a target, that's why I'm set as a bounty there. Okay. Good to know. Go ahead and do that. All right. Clear the mass lock. There we go.
Drive charging.
So then, how would I enter that system without being discovered, without getting into a shootout? That's a question, because I'm not sure. Because the moment a security guard sees you, they're going to want to initiate a scan, and if you try to run away from them while they initiate the scan, then that immediately makes them feel threatened. That's a tough one. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. But that's what I'm here for, right? That's my job. To play the role that I'm playing. I still have a bounty there. Is it just Yalwell in general? That's really weird, because yeah, I still have a bounty here. Even though I don't have a bounty in this system. That's very strange. Alright, well, let's see if we can do it then. We'll do the smaller scale attempt. Apparently, Merv Hart. The rumor was right. I'm not quite sure what that means. Sometimes I wonder if they're even talking to me. Like, all these, like, different characters. Like, they talk, but it's like, are you talking to me? Or are you... Ah! Maybe it's because of this fucking bounty. Ah! Get away from me! Nope, 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 nope. You will not interdict me! Woo! Oh, that's a bad interdiction line there. Whew, that was bad. Almost! Ah! Jeez. So I guess that answers my question now, doesn't it? So that's a really weird thing. It's like, they know of me. And that means there has to be something connected to the BGS, right? Because if they know of me when I've taken up this target, and they're like, oh, we know that there's somebody's out to get you, or there's somebody out to get one of our bosses, then they send out people to get you. That's fascinating. Dangerous, but fascinating. Can't tell. This is the first time I've had this level of people trying to interfere with my business. So it's been really interesting to, like, have that experience right here on stream with you guys. All right. So, dang, we're already going on 10:19. It's already been an hour? Doesn't even feel like it's been an hour. I might have to spread out my timeline here. I might actually start making it like a 3 to 4 hour session. 'Cause dang, like, it's crazy. I haven't even done anything. Like, I've taken down one target. See, this is why I think having a cool operative team would be cool, because if you have a mission that involves like an assassination or like a sabotage or, you know, something to that nature, then you could actually like have a team of people that are doing different roles, and it would have to be kind of self-enforced roles. So like during one mission you would have one guy that everybody can only collect one security clearance. One person would do like the assassination, another person would be tasked with looting the facility to clear it out of all its valuable resources, all while, potentially trying to remain undetected and all that jazz. So it's just interesting. That's the idea I want, is like to have a nice small task force and be like the Roe Capricorni like elite task force that's built around quickly handling missions, and then like even setting up self-imposed missions that are like, okay, we have 20 minutes. So you have 20 minutes to complete the mission, get everything you need, and get out to extraction. Or the mission would have to be forcibly failed or canceled. That way there would feel like there's some actual, what is the word I'm looking for? There would actually feel some tangibility to success and failure. Because sure, you could just go and spend like 4 hours on a settlement and just clear it all out. That's the other thing, is like one of the options you would have to make sure that you would mitigate, hey, this mission, don't kill anybody except the required target. Similar to like how Assassin's Creed, they did in some of the older games. That was kind of some of the mission statements that they would use. Like, do an assassination, but you can't kill anybody else. You have to target just the target we're aiming for. And so there was a few of those that was really interesting. So like I said, it don't have to be self-imposed, but it could be fun. Then you have like somebody who also is flying around, either scanning the planet for whatever. It wouldn't be endemic life, because in the bubble, I think in the bubble there's really not a lot of endemic life. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's endemic life here in the bubble. Oh, there's no... Oh, I was going to say, there's no dropout here? Okay, there it is. Alright. Slow down a little bit. Make a move. Now we have to be careful, because remember, we have a bounty. We are classified as wanted. And that means any security guard that scans us, and it's only mostly the security guards. I notice like the scientists, they won't bother you. They'll just assume you're a part of the facility. So we're already a no weapons zone. All right, damn. 9 kilometers out and it's a no weapons zone? What are y'all afraid of? But we can't be scanned by any security. And we have to be very cautious about moving through the facility. So what I'm going to probably do is implement a lot of rooftop climbing, and use Windows to try and get vantage points so that I can like maybe scan NPCs and get them allotted onto my HUD, my little mini map, and then I can try and maybe figure out an execution method to get in there without being seen to handle the job that I need to do. All right, so we're almost there. All right, so we need to lower our landing gear. I'm just gonna say just outside a kilometer. I gotta be careful too because point defenses could exist too. All right, we're gonna land right here, which means we're gonna have a straight shot to the front. Now, this one, it said I didn't have to worry about not, like if I remember correctly, this mission did state that it's okay if things happen to other targets. Nope, without any casualties. Okay. So this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one, guys. I know, disembark with the bounty. This is going to be a tough one. I've never done a mission under this intense situation. Alright.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
See, but imagine, like, one player is flying a ship like that over there, and then you have your infiltration team, like, inside there, because you can have multi-crew ships. And then they land out either there or outside, probably outside of the facility. But then, like, this is how they transport you around so that you can, like, get in, take care of your targets, and then extract to a new location or whatever. So this place is kind of stretched out. There's a big old spot over there. I wonder if that's a storage facility. Now, I have been able to do missions even when the facility was on edge. I did a mission last stream where like the settlement was on edge, but they I left a little bit, kind of did a little bit of a roundabout thing, and then I came back from a different angle, and they shut off their alarms. Now, they were still cautious whenever they saw some random person running around, but it is possible to do this mission, because it doesn't say that the alarm doesn't have to go off. The alarm just will trigger reinforcements. And if the reinforcements are going, then we're kind of SOL, because then we have to constantly deal with NPCs showing up and getting in the way of stuff. So, we'll get in over here. And if we can... Ideally, we would want to disable the security system. However, that also means we have to kind of traverse this massive settlement, of which I don't think I've ever been to a settlement like this, so I have no idea where anything is. I think this is the first time I've seen this kind of settlement. Over there is point defense. If I can get security, I can actually turn that off. That'd make things a little easier, especially if I get caught out here. The point defenses will try and shoot me while I'm running through the station, through the settlement, so I gotta be careful of that. But I think it's only if you're scanned. Like, that thing there is annoying, that drone. Okay, and then you, Sarah Hutchinson. Okay. So right now we're doing recon. My plan for potentially the next, either the next stream or maybe even work on getting a collection, and then next week's stream, I'm hoping to have a collection of music that I could use as a, just to kind of help you all feel the intensity of the situation. I got Epidemic Sounds, so I'm going to be kind of play with that. And I'm going to try and create like playlists based on the circumstances we find ourselves in while I'm running through the session. All right, we need to kind of Crouch down. Gotta be careful of my energy, too. So I have my energy run out while I'm out here. It's going to start doing health damage. Okay, I can't scan them from this distance. There's somebody else right there. Too far away. Oh, there's somebody right there. Maybe we can scan Zachary. Oh, nope, can't scan Zachary. That's a person we can scan. Lalana. Then we have Elvira. Okay. Not the good Elvira, though. Come on, guys. I want to see my Gothic Queen. See, there's the ground defense. That's kind of dangerous. Because I don't think it's going to bother me, because right now, you see up in the top left corner, I don't have bounty check, and I don't have anything other than the weather check. So it might not turn on me until somebody tries to scan me or whatnot. At least I can only hope, because that would really suck to get slammed in the face with a big old slug like that. However, if I increase my security, I could get behind it and actually disable the ground turrets from outside. So back to the team thing, you could have a team that is all about, like, we are the guys that deal with the turrets. We're the guys that will go out of our way to make sure the technology's not going to turn on you. We'll go in, we'll infiltrate, destroy, or disable the security systems so the alarms don't go off to call reinforcements. And so, you know, like, you could literally create, like, an operations team to do this. And I think that's the most ideal situation for this kind of game. Like, yeah, you got the exploration space stuff, and that's cool. But, you know, a lot of that, like I said, is kind of bound by Frontier's own personal, like, when are we releasing content windows, you know? Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anybody in there. Might be a good cover spot if I need it. You can also disable stuff from the outside. Like, there is... Let me see if I can find one. There's somebody. Oh, that's Liliana. There are some spots. Somebody there. Ah, there we go. Oh, they got away from me. Okay, there. There are some spots where you can actually disable functions of the building outside from the rooftop. Try to see if I can find one, but I don't know if I can. Oh, there's somebody on that roof there. There's something there. Okay, that's Seamus. Seamus, maybe. Frank's. This place is packed with people. I gotta be extra careful. I also gotta watch my energy. Now I know why this was classified as a threat level 4. Ship coming in. Let's see. I'm gonna try and go over there and make some scans. So we might run past our 2-hour mark. Mostly just due to the fact that, I did it. Most of the fact that, this mission is a bit of a bigger mission statement. So, a bigger threat level. There's a little more to juggle for this encounter. Trying to see if I can find one of those facilities while I'm talking about it. I think it's right over here. This one right here. So, like, this right here, it isn't... From what it looks like it's an O2 system. And you could cut the panel with this object. Or no, not this object. This one. You can actually cut the panel and then affect the stuff on the inside. Now, I don't want to do that because I think it's got a security alarm on it. And I don't want to trigger the security alarm. The moment I do that, everybody's going to immediately know where I am and try and, you know, surround me and then probably kill me instantaneously. Because I am not a well-armored individual. Okay. There's somebody that I haven't scanned yet. Charlize? Yeah, Charlize Hillig. But yeah, you can see that there's a panel right there. The maintenance panel. Let's see if we can take this down. I don't know if we can. We're going to see if we can mess with this. We're so close to an exterior unit. Actually, maybe over there would be a better option if there's one on that one. No, it doesn't look like it. We'll see if we can do this. I've never done this before from the outside. So essentially, you use your arc cutter. Apparently, I didn't get everything marked. There it is. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. There it goes. Okay, so there it is. So there is an atmospheric thing. And it doesn't look like it has an alarm rigged to it. So I could theoretically turn the atmosphere off in there in the building below me. And if I do that, that will cause everybody inside to have to use their helmet. And if they use their helmet, they will actually start to suffocate, which could theoretically, I mean, it's going to ruin my do not critically injure anybody, but I'll probably have this mission failed out anyways, just due to the intensity of it. But yeah, it looks like nobody's coming, so I gotta get a... Let me do this real quick. Jump into my inventory, because I need an energy cell.
Suit fully charged.
There are units around... Oh, I'm hearing sound. Uh-oh, I'm hearing something. Is that somebody running around up here? Out or coming up here? Uh-oh. Yep, see, there it is. Look at there. You can see that everybody's running into the facility. So they're cautious of the situation. They don't know that it's me yet, so what I could do is actually just turn this back on and just try and get out of line of sight. And, but yeah, that's what I was talking about, is you can disable certain functions outside the building. However, it does trigger people to freak out. And they become cautious, aka they get ready to shoot you. However, you can use this as a means to kind of control the flow of where the people are. And then you can use this tool. Oops, nope, this tool. I said this tool. To scan something. If somebody can't see you, you can scan their credentials while they're in that panicked state. See, now you can see they're back to white. So they're like, oh, nothing is wrong here. Everything's fixed. They're not worried anymore about the circumstances. There's a few people that are still moving around, though. I can hear them. This is a big-ass building. Okay, yeah, you see how he's got a shield on now? Because he's cautious of the situation. Now, what I could do, because he's a level 3 security officer, I could get his credentials and get close enough. Oh, there's somebody coming out. That away. Yeah, I thought they were coming out. Well, I can hear them moving, but maybe they're over on this side. Nope. There they are. Okay, so there's a 0 security. Ideally, we would want to have this system while somebody's walking around. It's a 1 security, so we don't want him. There's another guy that should be popping out here soon. Yep, oh, there's a 1 security. Zero security. But yeah, now you can see that they're not freaking out anymore. The drone looks like it's looking for something, though. I gotta be careful of that.
Stay there, Commander.
Scan detected.
Engaging target! Don't let him get away!
Dang. I knew that was gonna happen. Somehow she scanned me even though I was 1,000 miles in the air. Even though I can't scan people like that. Oh, there's another one. So now they're gonna send out reinforcements, unfortunately.
You're going down!
But, oh dear. Our shield on. Ow.
Shield offline.
Well, this is not going good.
Ah, I'm hit!
Mission status updated.
Yeah, I know.
Shield on.
Told you I'd fail this one. Oh, I killed Carl's. Oh, shit. Woo, actually, no, I'm good. Because I killed Carl. Oh, shit, I need to get the hell out of here then. Fuck yeah. Ah.
Shield offline.
Let's get the fuck out of here. That was Carl, so I can get out. I just gotta find my ship again. There it is. Ooh, ooh, gotta be careful because that drone's gonna shoot me now. Ah, there's a bug in my face. Ah, ah, stop it. Stop it.
Shield online.
Go, lady.
Offline.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. There's just like,
Vital signs weak. Shield online.
yeah, I know. Ah, no, down. Med kit, use.
Vital signs stabilized.
Go. Ah.
Shield online.
I don't have a quick button for that. I need to set a quick button up, but I've never needed one. So it's a little concerning. But that was Carl, so that means I can actually get out of here. Even though they're all pissed off at me, I can get the heck out of here and run. Which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm so glad that was he came to me. But yeah, that's like I was saying. You can literally manipulate the people by like stressing them out in locations, and that might get them in a new position, a more advantageous position, for you to do what you need to do with. Boy, I barely survived that. Oh, man. Which means there's probably going to be a spaceship somewhere up ahead as I'm trying to escape that's going to try and get me. But yeah, because the alarm could go off, I was okay. There's some missions where if the alarm goes off, you fail it immediately. But that one did not happen. And I barely squeezed that med kit out. All right. So, wasn't the cleanest job, but I still got the job done. Counts, right? Okay, well, I figured that's going to take a lot longer than it did. Let's get the heck out of there. All right. Oh, dear. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of.
Shields offline.
Go! Drive, you little piece of junk! That's what I was afraid of. Because I was just a little too close for those freaking aerial defenses. Why are you not boosting? Completing the mission, though. I'm not sure why I'm not getting a boost. I should be getting my boost. Did my boost system get shut down?
Shields online.
I think my ship got damaged. This is the problem with doing power, health. Oh, everything looks good. This is the problem with landing too close to the station. Yeah, everything's fine. So why am I not able to get my boost? That's not good. Boost away! Boost away! Weird. Not sure what's going on. I have a button that's supposed to allow me to like do like a fast boost.
Cannot comply.
Oh, my landing. Oh, that's why I'm not boosting.
Comply.
Because my landing gear's down.
Landing gear retracted. Cargo
There we go. I'm an idiot. Figured it out though, by golly. So yeah, now we can do this, and then we can go ahead and
frameshift drive charging.
exit vector. Now we're probably gonna get interdicted again a couple of times. Or at least they're gonna try to. So while we're doing this, we're going to go ahead and try and line up our jump to home station. Home station. That's home station. Try and line that up. Bro, that was close. I was like, I was doing this assassination tactic. I'm talking to my kid. I was doing an assassination tactic, but the cool thing is I didn't have to worry about the alarms. The problem is that I couldn't damage anybody else, so I could only take down the single target. What was lucky is that after I stressed everybody out and they started chasing me down to try and kill me, the guy I was looking for literally came outside for me, and I was able to kill him and get the heck out. That's like luck, I say. Luck.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. That was crazy luck, y'all. Whew. Okay, well, got about 30 more minutes. But then we also have this other assassination. The problem is I think the other assassination is going to turn into a nasty situation because that one... Oh, I can't check from here. Can't look at my transactions. We're going to line this... Nope. Line this up and go ahead and set auto cruise. And pray that this time I actually get to auto cruise. Without somebody being like, oh, there you are! But as I was saying, I think this one... Nope. Oh, no, it's fuel scoop, okay. So that was... Last one is George Romaine. George Romaine... If the target survives your attack, the target will flee and the contract will be rescinded. So that means I could go get him and try and take him out quickly, but he will chance running away. So we have to be careful. Kind of makes me wonder what kind of situation I'm going to run into. Now, unfortunately, we do have to clear another bounty. Spend a little bit more money to clear another bounty. Hey, I got 2 viewers. Who came back? Or who came on? Viewers! Viewers! Doesn't say who's popped back in. That's really weird. I appreciate the view. Whoever you are. Whoever you are, mysterious figure. Shrouded in darkness. Well, so far, it's kind of the vibes that I'm going for, and hopefully I can get a team together that would actually help me do this cool BGS stealth operative operations, whatever, and we can really clean up and push influence. I wonder when it'll be the time when I actually initiate a war because of the influence that I've applied. That's one of the things that I thought was kind of cool, is that as you mess with the BGS and you push minor faction influence, you can actually induce minor faction wars. And so I'm kind of curious how that works. Does it just automatically happen, or do I actually get some kind of cool notification? So I don't know. That probably wouldn't be directly to me. It would be more just whoever was in the facility. Or I'd check I guess you would check the galaxy map. It would say if it was in war or not. The eagle is in the nest. Repeat, the eagle is in the nest. Uh-oh. Ashcan is going to get me. He's going to try. Come on, fucker. They are really trying to get me, though. It's kind of weird. It feels weird being hunted. I've never had that experience, so it's just like, oh no! I don't want to lose my Cobra. I mean, sure, it's only a... See, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Where is it? There's my interdiction line. Oh, dear. Woo! Woo, that's a shaky interdiction. I've come to discover the best way to handle these interdictions is to keep your throttle in blue. Uh-oh. That's going to be a bad... Okay, there we go. Keep the throttle in blue, Alright, interdiction evaded. Yeah, mofos. I knew it was coming. I gotta find my spot again. There it is. But down in that bottom of the screen, you can see around that ring, there's this blue bar, and it seems that if you keep your thruster within that blue bar, you have a lot easier to control, because that's obviously how you control your turning in the game. To get higher turning ratios, you keep it in the blue. But it does feel like that's kind of the idea, is that when you're being interdicted, you just stay in that blue bar. Even if it's not the fastest speed, it will give you enough maneuverability to stay out of being interdicted. So that was kind of cool to learn. I got like knots in my stomach, y'all, from being hunted. I know it's just NPC characters, but like, shoot, it feels weird being hunted. And imagine that on a scale where you're actually in the open space, and you have like actual like players doing the same thing. That's terrifying. I gotta go take care of that mission though, because if I don't take care of that mission, they're gonna continue to hassle me. And also, I've only got about 30-40 minutes to finish that mission up before stream is over. Maybe pushing an hour if I can maintain good coverage on the infiltration and assassination attempt. So definitely need to not be scanned over there, because when I got scanned, even though I was frickin' 20 feet in the air, they were still able to scan me. Figure that one out. When I can't scan up 20 feet in the air. At least I don't think. No, I think with the scanning, it requires you to be within, like... Oh, actually, I guess it would be about 20 feet. Thinking about the scale. Either way, it's a huge range for them. And then if you get away from the scan and you break a line of sight, they still freak out about you. Because now you're somebody who avoided scanning, and so there's a lot of weird nuances to that. La 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 la. La 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 la. I pissed the wrong people off. I pissed the wrong people off. I need to figure out who squealed. I just took the mission and suddenly I'm being squealed on. That'd be a fun situation. Granted, you would probably have to only do that within player-based experiences. Couldn't do that in this situation. Couldn't find the leak. Or the mole.
Biowaste village on deck C. Sanitation team respond.
Docking request granted.
There we go. But yeah, somebody squealed on me. But I picked up the mission here, and then I had my first interdiction in this space station, or in this space system. So, kind of fudged, you know? I'm just saying. Seems a little fudged.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful.
Yay.
Engines disengaged.
And go back inside. Maybe after I take down this assassination, or do this assassination, because it's specifically a high priority target in Yawell, that's why they know that I've got a bounty on him. Maybe that will be kind of what instigates the minor faction war. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try and do it. I don't have to worry about stations being
gravity.
triggered.
Magnetic contact
I just have to make sure I get in and kill him before he runs away. Which ideally would be great if I could actually just walk in and zap him once. But because I'm already bountied by entering that space. Alright. Combat performance and 45,000 credits. Yeah, why not? I'm not sure what combat and yeah, whatever. Issuing faction. The Empire's reputation. I am cordial. Oh, actually, I need to go clear my factors because assholes stand me. Okay. And then I ran out.
I'm looking for someone with a gun to put something right.
You can do transport work, right?
Good luck to you.
Something you need to offload? If you've got the goods, I've got the credits.
See what we got. Combat performance and settlement defense plans. Wow, 22,000 credits per? That's pretty solid. Only 8,000 credits for that, but 8,000 times 15. Well, that's 40. Here are the 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 120,000 credits. Roughly.
Anything else I can?
May have
no
my-
skin off my nose.
May have my brain math a little off on that one, but
The Brewer Corporation is the only name in
let's go make sure that these
Quality
aren't
weapons
useful.
for discerning customers. I've got the best stock in the system.
Good for you. I want to check upgrades. Do I need any of these tools for those upgrades? No. But what the hell is the point of having these items? Like, what is the point?
Sure.
Is it just for selling? Weapon schematics? No, nothing there. Yeah, that's really freaking weird. We're gonna give you a shit ton of items, but they really have no actual value, except for
Maybe
like
next time.
maybe like a trade mission where you like deliver to certain stations. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I think I'm just gonna sell it and be done with it.
So, how may I be of service today?
Some
Whatever
items
you need to sell, I can handle it.
Well, I'm glad we have that. Oh, I was right. 120,000. Sweet. Damn. 296,000.
Just what I was looking for. Anything else I can help you with? Feel free to browse my wares.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's the graphene. But you don't have suit schematics, do you? Yeah, it doesn't look like we have suit schematics or weapon. Oh, there's weapon components. They don't have weapon schematics.
I appreciate
Okay,
your custom,
well.
Commander.
Yep.
We believe you get what you pay for.
Okay.
And if you want first-class comfort,
I need someone with good aim to run a job for me. Is that you?
Nope.
If you want to buy, if I don't have it, it's not
I
always
need
a good
buy
idea to stock up.
some Stuff. I got 27 of those. Oh, I should be okay on that. However, I do need med kits. Go buy 20 med kits.
I can't tell you how many times a med kit saved my life.
Shield projector. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Not worried about E-breach. Shield disruptor. Kind of like the projector idea, though. I wouldn't buy it now, but good to know
Watch
that
your
it
back
exists.
out there.
But yeah, you could have like somebody on the team. You could have somebody who carries specifically the shield disruptors and or shield generator type things. A lot of really cool vibes that I'd love to get into, if I can get a team of people who are interested in the same vibe that I'm interested in. And this apparent, rare, unique playstyle that I'm playing in. Not fully understanding how it's so unique considering. But what do I know?
Tactical, be advised, we have a ruptured power now.
I'm sure you all noticed that I got that gold thing down at the bottom, and I might change it to the dark version because that white does look a little intense. But yeah, I as you could probably tell, I kind of put together.
We have a malfunction with sanitation on deck Alpha Zero. Tech teams respond.
Patching the radiation damage to the exterior bulwark at 0200 hours. Command, we're commencing routine maintenance checks on deck 5.
Okay, sorry about that, folks. I forgot that I had my mute going on. So what I was saying before as I did the BRA back, is I was going to the restroom and get a drink. But what I was wanting to say is that I'm actually looking to set up music for either the next stream, or maybe by next week I'll have a collection of music established so that you can have your nice quiet or a nice musical piece for the Be Right Back screen, for the startup screen, for the ending stream, and that's kind of the idea that I'm aiming for, and it's going to be like, I've kind of broke it down to where it's going to be like roughly four playlists. So when I'm doing like a stealth mission that's all about infiltrating a settlement and stuff, I'm going to have a playlist that specifically kind of has that that vibe of like sneaking and, you know, getting into places you don't belong. I'm a big fan of synthwave personally, so I will probably use that as like the primary bass sound of the music that I put together, is like a synthwave music. And I was listening to some stuff on Epidemic Sounds, and it sounds really good. Some of the stuff that I was listening to was really nice, and I'm aiming to make that a part of my routine, so that, yeah, I can feel a little more professional. As you can see, I have a bunch of like the graphic stuff, and it's just quick graphics, but something that makes this feel a little more professional, a little more showing that I'm here to do my part, you know. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it, and we will see about making that a more regular routine. All right, we're gonna try and do this assassination here, the very testy assassination. Okay, so we need to go to transaction, try and find him before I'm found. Durami Dredging Hub. Okay, so the Durami Dredging Hub. Okay, so it's this planet here. Jump down here. Okay, so it's going to be in nighttime. We'll lock that in. And we're going to hope we can get there without being interdicted. All right, so how's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right out there? Okay, so that's just a cruise ship going by. But yeah, I'm also, like I said, I'm gonna probably change that. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna bypass it. I'm gonna probably change that goal graphic to becoming a little bit more darker. Mostly because it looks like it sticks out like a sore thumb on the stream display. And so I want to try and get that looking a little cleaner, kind of like how I have the chat bar. And then we can see the goal happen. And it is a goal I want to achieve. Like I said, I'm aiming for a nice chill experience, a nice chill environment. And it would be nice to be able to like see that progress as we go. All right, let's see. Coming into the Darmy dredging hub. What is a Darmy? What is dredge? I mean, I know what dredging is. Dredging is typically when you pull, isn't it like pull soil from low water? At least that's what I remember it being used for. I could be wrong in this context. But yeah, it'd be interesting to.
Orbital flight engaged.
Never mind. I gotta focus, guys. Gotta focus. Moving in. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll fly a little bit like this, and then we'll come down. There we go. See, now we got a nice 7. It looks like, from what I've gathered, like knocking the countdown to round about 7-8 seconds till arrival is typically the best guarantee that you're going to be really close to the place that you're going. However, as you can see, I've multiple times flown past targets on a regular basis because I'm a silly goose and try and drop down a little bit so I can kind of get a bit of a glide. All right. So now we're gliding in. All right. Woo! We were coming in on that fast. All right. So this is another big space. It's also got a 5 threat level, which means these guys are packing some hella heat. So I have to be highly careful. And as you can see, this place actually has atmosphere because I'm being pushed around. Woo. That looks like almost like a little city. Like an actual city. One of the cities that they have here. Alright. Kind of come in. We're trying to come in a little closer to, or a little more outside of the potential shooting range of, eventually figure out the right one. Okay, so it's a rocky surface that we're gonna have to, oh, there it is. Got it. All right, so we might be just below the ridge line to keep myself from being shot up. Because I have a feeling this is gonna go terrible. Now, we could go with the Dominator, but I kind of like, I like having the Arc Cutter, but I think we'll go with the Dominator, my cleanup one, just because it gives me 3 weapons, as opposed to 2, and I can still scan. I just can't arc cut with this suit. Oh, unsafe temperature. What's the temperature? Oh, it's 97 Kelvin. That's great. Yeah, theoretically, if we can get in without being scanned, because we found out last mission that if we get scanned, we're screwed. Geothermal thing. Oh, I guess I need to turn my torch on, huh? If we can get in without being scanned and then do an assassination kill with the suit charger overcharging, then that would make this mission very... I would feel very accomplished if I could do that. Not sure how well that's gonna go, but we can give it a shot, see what happens. We're just going to have to be a little more cautious about just walking through the middle of the environment. This looks like a big facility. Holy crap. Because it's got like a... It looks like a large landing platform and a small landing platform. Fine, whatever. I've got nothing bad on me. I love when there's like... I can hear conversations before I even reach any known personage. Oh, it's so dark. This could serve us well, but this is a big city. Not city, a big settlement. We currently don't have a bounty according to our upper left side. Jeez. I landed a little farther than I thought. Come over this ridge line and see if we can start scanning some people. The plus side is there's a lot of hilly ridges, so even if they do use point defenses, we can theoretically take a lot of cover. Man, it is dark. Now it's super bright. Okay, so let's see if we can start seeing people. Making scans. And then... See, this would be the cool time to like have like an infiltration soundtrack playing. You know, some nice little like jumpy beats. Be like doop 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 doop, that kind of stuff. Just so like you and I can feel the threat level, I guess, of the situation. Without, you know, going through a lot of extra steps. There's somebody. Oh, you have a 1 security. Okay. Be really nice if we could find somebody that has like a 2 or 3 security level. If we could do that, then we can theoretically steal it from up here. Doesn't look like anybody else is in there. But over on this side. Got a better view on this side. Nope. Looks like this warehouse has got the one guy. Oh, there's somebody. It's another 1 security block. See, the thing is we don't want to scan credentials yet until we have a lay of the land, because if we have credentials, if I'm okay based on the bounty thing, even though it says I do technically have a bounty here, according to the flight map, but if I can go through this without tracking anybody and not get scanned with credentials, I'll be okay. But I have to try and make sure that I don't scan until I'm absolutely ready to execute. Not sure what he's all pissy about. He's already drawn out his gun. Why's he drawing out his gun? What's going on down there, bro? Not sure. He seems a little testy, doesn't he? He keeps crawling further and further up the stairs. It's like a freaking weeping angel. Oh, there he goes. He's now gone. Where the hell did he go? He's like a freaking weeping angel, man. So I can hear him. I hear him walking around. Like he should be threatened. Nothing's happened. That's weird. That's really weird. Alright, see if we can get... Oh! That's not good. We'll be a little more cautious about our jumps then. There's a lot of gravity on this planet, apparently. It's near Earth levels. Heard somebody. Okay, so there's somebody right there. That's Parla Henson. What's Parla Henson's security level? Oh, that's just a mission giver. Okay. We're not worried about that. They'd be a Yawell mission giver, which we don't want to do. However, there are opportunities that I could theoretically go in and deliberately gain influence on another, like, faction. Okay, we gotta be careful, again. Okay, so we're not gonna go that way. First of all, he's really well suited. All right. Need to find access to some panel, whether outside or inside. But if it's inside, I gotta make sure that no security guard walks through there. There's some there. Oh, yeah, that's Val Larson. Because if we could theoretically get in... I was like, I don't...
Entering pressurized environment.
Technically, I don't have a bounty here, so... Nobody should be trying to blow my brains away. Okay, so we need to find a specific target. There we are. George Romana. Okay, Georgia. Alright, Georgia. Oops, what's the wrong button? Alright, Georgia, where are you at? Georgia... I don't think it's the ship. Yeah, Georgia's over there. Oh, she's outside. I can see that... Or she might be outside.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Oh, yeah. She's outside, so we might be able to take care of this as long as we can get in without alarming a security guard. Okay, there's Charlie Skinner, a researcher. So they shouldn't worry too much about me. Okay. So they're walking back this way. Might be able to do this, guys. If I can get close enough without drawing anybody else's attention, we might be able to do a stealth kill. Because as long as she doesn't have a shield on, the stealth kill will insta-kill her. So do we have somebody over there? Oh, that was somebody. That was technician. Oof, man, this is a little intense. Oh, so there she is. She's walking across there. So, let's see what she does. Oh, there's so much noise all around me. Okay, so here we go. We might be able to do this, guys. See when she stops. Okay, so it's best to come from that angle. If we come from over here, we can come around this side. Yeah. Oh boy, y'all, this is tense. I feel it in my gut. Go ahead and use one of these because I need to make sure I have max charge or near max charge in order to use the unit. Oh, that person. Okay, so that's Benton. Wait till she stops. And there we go, guys.
Status updated.
There we go, boys. We did it. Oh, that was tense. Now we just got to get the hell out of here. Oh, man. Thank God she was outside. Some of them, they're inside, and then usually they have extra security levels. And so, like, you have to, like, get security badges in order to push further into the facility. Oh, that was intense. Woohoo! I feel kind of badass with that. Oh, I need to have a soundboard that's like, you know, the Final Fantasy fanfare. Nobody saw me do it. I don't think she's going to be seen, except for maybe by that one technician. But I'll be long away from the settlement by the time they find her. Oh, I see my ship in the distance. And it was all quiet. Yeah, see, that's how an assassin's supposed to work. I will say that probably the random generation gave me a little bit of an edge. Because this was supposed to be a threat level 5, which is, if I'm understanding correctly, that is the highest threat level. And I was able to get in there and do it without getting severely murder-faced. Oh, man. So, we actually completed it. I mean, we got about 10 minutes, so we go return this back in at the main facility, like 10 minutes before the end of stream, and we completed on that. That was 3 assassination missions. That's not bad, yo. Considering we're only one jump away. I kind of feel good about this. This was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, man. Whew. I need to get like a hype train function. Hype train for the assassination. Probably that one wouldn't probably have deserved it. I mean, threat level 5, I guess, but it was still outside in a very remote spot in a large settlement. Probably would be a hype train would probably be more involved if like the target was inside a building and I had to go through multiple security levels. But yeah, that was intense. My stomach was kind of not happy. It was getting that icky feeling. It was like, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, don't screw this up, especially on stream. You don't want people laughing at you for being a terrible assassin, trying to become an assassin, and you screwed it up. But yeah, that was cool. Oh man, we get back to the station. We can turn in the results, and then maybe I can start seeing if there's another Elite Dangerous person out, or another Elite Dangerous commander who is streaming, and then I might try. I've never done it. I tried it. I was attempting to try and do the raid thing last time, but I couldn't quite figure it out, and I still don't really know. But the idea is that we'll eventually get ourselves set up to, at the end of a session, when we finally get our ship established and get it out of space, all that, we will... we'll finish out like with my stuff, and then I'll take you to like another commander, another person that's playing Elite Dangerous, and then just go over there and drop you off in a raid, So we can sort of build a bigger community among, you know, Elite Dangerous interested people. And then maybe we can eventually start forging that really cool task force that I want to kind of create. That would be the most ideal if I can get something like that. I would be so happy. Now here, oh, gotta go up to space real quick. We're gonna go ahead and set myself up with some jumping. So we're gonna go to system. We're gonna go to my my bookmark. All right, that's gonna set us up for making the jump real quick. Hopefully we get there without being interdicted.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, man, that was intense. And eventually I'll have music to kind of emphasize the intensity. Like I said, I'm going to build a playlist of songs that are specifically designed for infiltration missions, specifically have a list that's kind of the more hangout, like in these kind of traversal moments. And then have a playlist that's kind of like maybe the end and beginning of the stream, where it's kind of like a chill, hey, welcome to the lounge. Let's have some fun chit-chatting about the game, or like kind of where things are right now. Eventually I'd like to do a really cool briefing. So like the idea is when I start up a stream, I set up a little briefing sequence at the beginning and or end of the stream, so that we can kind of like see what we did, where we went, how we got there, and whether we succeeded or failed. And with that would give us a nice little legacy within Elite Dangerous's, you know, background stuff. So yeah, like that was pretty awesome. I mean, I know we only went to what, three systems counting the base system. But yeah, that's the idea. Is it's kind of the gameplay loop. We're gonna do that, and then like I will do exploration stuff every once in a while. Maybe community events if I can really understand how those work. I know a lot of them are like deliver goods to locations, but first of all, I don't know where those goods are located, and secondly, most of the locations that I have seen are usually really far away from me, and in a Mark III Cobra, it's not the most ideal like interstellar traveling vessel. You do enough in like a small space, but it's not designed for long voyages through space. It's kind of like a good all-arounder, and built around the idea of like you can kind of get in, get out as quick as you need, especially if you're like doing cargo pickups, but you're being shot at while you're doing cargo pickups. That's kind of what this ship's really good for. It has some decent defenses on its own, but it's only got like one, I think it's only one unit of hull, and it's not even like the highest hull. It's only like a 3C, I think, or 3F. It may be a 3F model. So definitely got to upgrade the hull for damage stuff. And I mean, I think 3 is kind of high. I don't know the exact grading scales that they use. I don't know if it's the higher the number the better, or if it's the lower the number the better. I think it's the higher the number, but I may be wrong on that. I haven't fully dove into like learning ship specs and how to like really customize the specs of my ship, as that's not part of my fantasy of this game. Like, I like flying around with ships, and I do like messing with ship mechanics. So like I'm a big fan of like Space Engineers. I did enjoy playing Space Engineers. The clang was really bad when I was playing it, and so it really made it hard to enjoy the experience the way I wanted to. But what is going on with that ship? It keeps going up and down. Hopefully it's not trying to interdict me. I have a feeling it's trying to interdict me. That sounds like it's pulling around. I may be wrong. But, yeah. So, set up. And I played Space, that's what I was saying. I played Space Engineers, and I loved the ship building aspects. But often, what stopped me from really diving deep into that game is that sometimes that can become very tedious. Especially if you have like a really fancy hull. And I'm somebody who likes to make my ships look at least functional and not just giant empty houses flying through space. I like to have them look a little more detailed. Now, I do have a couple mods that were allowing me to do some of that, but it can sometimes become very tedious to like, okay, I got to make sure I have this build. What is the parts that I need to make the ship fly? How do I get, like, how do I make it look good in the form package that I'm going for? So that's usually where I would overanalyze, and that would kind of petrify me to continue playing a build in a game. And so I would often just kind of be like, what am I doing in Space Engineers right now? I'm just walking around. Sure, I put down a couple blocks, but they're not turning into anything. They're not exciting. It's not an exciting experience. But yeah, with this, I don't have to worry about the shipbuilding side, other than like the specs to make sure that I have the right thrusters, the warp drive, the fuel systems that I need, the different hard points that are necessary for the type of defenses I need. But it's not like super, like, I have to make sure that the mass of this thing is under a certain value so I don't have to have 1,000,000 thrusters built on it. So yeah, but I do play a lot of, I do like messing with the shipbuilding games. It's just sometimes my inspiration to play in those games isn't enough to keep me playing in those games. So I often try to like bring in like family or friends to play the game, and then sometimes they would also be, they would like get stuff done, and then they were like, well, now what do we do? And then they'd be like, I don't know, like we got a basic thing, but I don't know what to do now. Though, like, from what I understand, Space Engineers has incorporated more living universe kind of vibes. But I don't know for sure, because I never really got out too far from the starting point. I guess they're not going to interdict me anymore. I guess since I took care of the assassination, they're just like, yep, nope, no problem. We don't care about you anymore. You did the job that you were supposed to do. I don't have to protect them anymore. You know how the mercs are. I love the weird sounds that you hear when a ship flies by. It's weird chitters and stuff. Good ear candy stuff. All right. Well then, I guess that's really it, y'all. Like, we're getting ready to pull in, turn in our job, and that's going to be pretty much the end of this stream. We're at 11:31, so we'll have to make sure that, you know, bring out our final little closing bits. But yeah, like, I know it wasn't a lot that took place here. I spent a lot of like crawling around and flying between two systems, but we'll try and do some more interesting things a little bit later. We might do a little more space travel stuff next time, doing some cargo transports or data transports. Maybe even try and go to like, oh, actually, I think next we want to set ourselves up at the home base for Rho. Like their home station. I think I want to set up there for my final, or for my a starting point, like a home base, and then maybe do some missions from that station. That might be a good idea next season, or next stream. I think that's what we'll try and do. So anyway, go turn to this mission, get ourselves influence and money, and then we'll go ahead and start closing out.
Magnetic contact active.
All right. Over here. Turn in this really big mission, and then I don't think it was actually a really big mission. It would be cool if it was actually like paid a good amount. It's only like 340,000. That's all right. Oh, actually, compression liquefied gas actually might be. Oh, but I want the money. I'll take the money. Forest gas is easy to come back and even just go steal it from locations. That's what we ought to do. Maybe next session we're gonna go to Row and set up in the main station for Row, and then from there we'll do a lot of like just flying to different enemy territories and just stealing a bunch of stuff. I think that's a good idea. All right, there we go. And that turns in the mission. We got some money, got some influence, sitting at 8 million. So we went up 2 million credits within this play. Not too bad. Could be better, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna go have ourselves a sit down.
I'm looking for someone to do some off-road work.
I've got a time-sensitive transport. If you don't mind getting on the wrong side of the law, you could really help me out.
I'm sure I could. All right, everybody. So thank you all for joining on this little adventure with me. This little assassination streak. 3 kills, all against aristocrat of Yalwell, which means they're not very happy with me. So that's what we have to deal with next time. Next time we're gonna go to the main Row station where they have like shipbuilding and stuff like that available, and then we're gonna go and do a lot more looting missions, going to specifically enemy territories and looting from settlements and bringing it back to sell to see what we can get out of that. So thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you all Wednesday. Yep, you too, Pop Surreal. See you all Wednesday, and talk to you later. Bye-bye, folks.